Yeah, welcome back, sir. So, welcome to SG classes. मित्र मेरे प्यारे देशवासियों शुरू करेंगे बेटा. So, let us start the QB on the LLP. In the last class, we were discussing about the LLP and we have revised the whole LLP. Then, question bank. If you can able to answer this question, you are fit for the exam. Otherwise, you have to think about yourself one more time. मित्रों मेरे प्यारे देशवासियों, इसको क्या करना बेटा? लिखना. क्या करना? बार बार लिखना, 4 बार लिखना, बार बार पढ़ना. नहीं है तो 4 अटेम्प्ट्स लिखना पड़ेगा. वेलकम रेहान. Define the term small LLP. Define the term small LLP as per the provisions of the LLP Act. स्मॉल एलएलपी डेट क्वेश्चन बेटा एग्जाम में आया, 2 बार आया. कितने बार आया? 2 बार. जुलाई 24, December 24. MTP and MTP. So most probably this question may come in the next attempt also because MTP में 2 बार आया. 5 mark. How much? Question paper will be for 100 marks, nearly 5%. Small LLP means LLP whose contribution does not exceed 25 lakhs. कितना? 25 lakhs. Such as the higher amount as may be prescribed which should not exceed 5 crore. Whose turnover does not exceed 40 lakhs or such as the higher amount as may be prescribed which should not exceed 50 crores and such other LLP as may be prescribed by the CG. उसको बोलते हैं small LLP. Which LLP? If you see my running notes, stars will be there. What will be there? So wherever stars are there, no focus on those stars. Otherwise you have to see stars in the exam hall. చుక్కలు ఉన్న దగ్గర జాగ్రత్తగా చూడండి, లేనిచో ఎగ్జామ్ సెంటర్లో చుక్కలు చూపించబడును. ట్రాన్స్లేషన్ క్లియరా? ట్రాన్స్లేషన్ క్లియర్? గుడ్ గర్ల్. सम डिफाइन बॉडी कॉर्पोरेट. डिफाइन 5 मार्क के लिए पूछा बेटा अगस्त 24 MTP में. Sir, why we don't have the questions before 24? Because before 24 this was not part of CA Enter, this was part of CA Foundation. So this was introduced in 24 itself for CA Enter. Ara. So body corporate means Indian LLP, foreign LLP, Indian company, foreign company, but not corporation as a sole, but not cooperative society. Easy ना बेटा? आसान रहता. कैसे रहता? LLP is an alternative corporate business form that gives the benefits of limited liability from company and flexibility of the partnership. The concept of LLP we have written. I kept 5 stars over there. Star, superstar. That question. Yes sir, no sir. So traditionally we used to have the partnership and also the company. So because of changing in the economy, there is a new vehicle is required for the new way of business. That's why the concept of LLP is introduced in 2008. So it has the benefit of the limited liability, flexibility of the partnership. उसको बोलते हैं LLP. It's a concept of the LLP. Very important question beta. This question is very important and famous in CA Foundation also. Next, define the term financial year. Which year beta? 5 mark के लिए पूछो बेटा. This is not yes, this is 5. Financial year means 1st April to 31st March of the subsequent year. However, if the LLP begins after September, we should ignore the remaining 6 months. Done. Incorporate after 30th September, we should not count it as a year. Midhar देखना, अम्मा, मैडम, पल्लवी, recording, your name, you become very famous. Characteristics of LLP. Ganesh Babu. Screen इधर रहता है बेटा. उधर Shivan is there. Screen is not there. Mohit is a creditor of LLP. Mohit is a creditor of the B with 2 LLP. He has a claim of 10 lakhs against the LLP. However, that is very important in the law. However, Kani, but to be, है ना? However, बोलो. The assets of the LLP are valued at only 7 lakh. पैसा नहीं है बेटा, बर्बाद हो गया LLP. क्या हो गया? कितना पैसा है एलएल के पास? 7 lakhs. How much LLP has to pay to Mohit? 10 lakhs. Now Mohit seeks to hold the partners of LLP personally accountable for the shortfall of 3 lakhs. Whether partners are liable for the liabilities of the LLP? Yes or no? Under the provisions of the LLP Act, can Mohit demand the deficit from the partners of LLP? Check your pocket. आपका पॉकेट में 4 मार्क रहता है, देखो नहीं है बेटा? नहीं है तो और एक आइटम लिखना रहता, देखो 4 मार्क रहता है ना? So LLP will be liable for its own liabilities. Partners will not be liable because LLP अलग होता है, partner पे अलग होता है. Don't keep your hand in the neighbor's pockets, please. It will not give good impression. Mr. Ankit Sharma wants to form LLP. Questions are easy, beta. We did 6 questions. Most of the questions are repeated also. Mr. Ankit Sharma wants to form LLP, taking him, his wife, and Miss Archana Sharma. Archika. Why can I show so much concern about this lady's names? That will not affect the question. Archika or Archana will not affect your answer, okay? Ankit Sharma wife, not his name is not there. And Archika Sharma, they want to form the LLP and one HUF as partner of that. So how many partners are there? 4 partners. Ankit wife, Archika, and also another HUF, and one HUF as a partners of that. Yes or no, sir? Whether LLP can be incorporated, incorporated, not incorporated. To form the LLP, the partner may be individual, the partner may be a artificial person. Which person? But he should not be insolvent, he should not be undischarged insolvent, he should not be adjudicated as insolvent. HUF is body corporate. Wait. HUF is not a body corporate. HUF is not a. So can they form this LLP? No. देखो बेटा ऐसा वाला क्वेश्चंस. Ankit wants to form the LLP by taking him, his wife, and Archika, and one HUF as a partner. One HUF as the body corporate means separate legal entity in the eyes of law. In the eyes of Hindu law, never recognizes partnership. Never recognizes partnership as a person. Company recognizes company as a person. So it is body corporate. LLP recognizes LLP as a person. HUF comes under the Hindu law. Which law? Hindu law. Hindu law never recognizes HUF as a body corporate. So this LLP cannot be incorporated. Frankly speaking, if you know the answer, it is very easy. Otherwise, you will lose the 4 marks. One HUF as a partner. So can HUF become partner of the LLP? No, because it is not a body corporate. It is not a natural person. To form the LLP, he may be natural person, that is an individual, or he may be body corporate. Here, Ankit is a natural person. His wife is a natural person. Archika is a natural person, but HUF is there. No, he is not a natural person. It is not an artificial person. So this LLP cannot be incorporated. Done. So I say well, questions you should not lose the marks. You can answer this kind of the questions if and only if you are doing the. Beta, if you are observing, every time he is asking how many marks in the LLP, 5 mark. Only 5 marks is asking beta. A dispute among the partners of LLP jeopardized the stability of the business, affected the business of the LLP because partners are fighting with each other. Yesterday we have discussed galla galla pakad ke after sweet came and went. One is looking at the east, one is looking at the west, one is looking at the south. इसको बोलते हैं डेडलॉक. जनरल पीपल फाइट, आई डोंट नो व्हाई. मेंटेन पीस. हाँ. Hmm? A dispute among the partners of LLP jeopardized the stability of the business. Because of the disputes of between the partners, it has affected the business of the LLP. Out of two partners, one due to quarrel left the LLP. एक तो बाहर चले गए बेटा. Out of two partners, one due to quarrels left the LLP. The other partner alone continuing the business of the LLP. So number of partners are two. गल्ला गल्ला पकड़ के मार के बाद. So one partner left. So how many partners are there? Every LLP should have a minimum of the other partner alone continuing. What is the meaning of continuing? 6 months is expired. Continuing means 6 months is expired. It's implication. Sir, he never specified 6 months. Oh, how to assume he's testing you? He will not tell you 6 months is expired. You should write in the answer. You are being a expert in the law. You are an expert in law. Bhavana, expert in law. Underline that. Let us underline that. Being expert in law is requested to explain the provisions governing the LLP being operated by single person, operated by partner, and it's winding up by tribunal. NCLT may order for winding up of the LLP if it is after expiry 6 months. We discussed yesterday, if you remember. I know people are gajnis. We forget the breakfast by lunchtime. As per the provisions of the LLP Act. Which act? So 6 months will be there, beta. After 6 months, the remaining partner will be personally liable if he has the knowledge. If he has the. So NCLT may order for the. He is writing everything, beta. When NCLT may order for winding up of the LLP. NCLT may order for winding up of the LLP. So if this partner decides 6 months are expired, number of partners reduced below 2, and acting against the integrity of the India and default in filing the returns with ROC for consecutive years and any other just and equitable grounds. Done. Clear. Sometimes I feel like I don't know whether you people are revising the earlier chapters or not. Dividends, accounts, auditors, charges, all these are part of the law only, beta. Revising, what about the auditing? Basic books. There was one student earlier, one fine day, evening 6 o'clock, that guy opened the auditing book and revising beta. And main road रहता ना बेटा, गली रोड रहता ना, one guy came on cycle. పాత పుస్తకాలు కొంటాం, పేలాలు పెడతాం. We purchase old books and we give some ice cream or something. Yes sir, no sir. పేలాలు means क्या बोलते పేలాలు को इंग्लिश में? Popcorn. We'll give popcorn. We'll take the old books. That guy, is it required? भेज दिया बेटा. Taking the from the same book, he's taking one paper out. Is he running notes? Keeping the popcorn. That guy ate the popcorn. Then he made a boat with that paper. Keeping on the painful, you know. Very painful. Don't do like that. मित्रों मेरे प्यारे. Auditing है ना बेटा, law book है ना. Preserve them till you die. Daily morning after wake up. Then go to your office. Then you will become expert. You will become expert in law and auditing. मित्रों मेरे प्यारे देशवासी. DP क्वेश्चंस DP के बारे में देखेंगे बेटा. There is an LLP by name Ram Infra Development LLP, which has 4 partners, namely Rahul, Rahim, Carter, Rahul, Rahim, Carter, Albert. Andar unnaru. 4 partners are there beta. Ram Infra Development LLP, Rahul, Rahim, Carter and Albert. उसके बाद क्या हुआ? राहुल एंड आल्बर्ट. ये कौन है बेटा? राहुल एंड आल्बर्ट, ये दोनों. Rahul and Albert are non-residents. ये कौन है बेटा? And others are the residents. So who are the residents beta here? Rahul and Albert, non-residents. Rahim and Kartar is residents. Others are residents. LLP wants to take Rahul and Rahim as DPs. They want to take the Rahul and Rahim as the DPs. Explain in the light of the LLP Act. Can they do so? There must two DPs. Two DPs. One among them should be resident. One of them should be. Here Rahim is resident only, beta. This game may be non-resident. Can they do so? Clear. So there must be minimum of the two DPs. At least one of them shall be the resident in India. May 24 beta. 5 marks. Mohan and Rakul. Rakul कुछ सिंह नहीं बेटा, काले राकुल है बेटा. ओ सिंह नहीं है, प्रीति भी नहीं है. Mohan, Rakul are college friends. A friends are just pure friends. And intended to do trading in musical instruments. Which instruments? Guitar, violin, ऐसा वाला है ना. तबला भी. You like tabla? They have met John and Kate, who are non-residents. Mohan sir is there, Rakul madam is there, John sir, Kate madam, Missu madam. They met who are non-residents in India in the Instagram. And they all have decided to form the LLP. Count Mohan, Rakul, who are residents. I think because not specified residents and non-residents. Since Indian names, we have to assume it is a resident. And John and Kate are non-residents. You only specified. They want to file LLP under the name and style Mohan John LLP. कौन है बेटा? Mohan John LLP with initial capital contribution of 1 lakh each. So 4 lakhs is the capital contribution. The LLP was incorporated on the 15th October 2020. Happy incorporation भी हो गया. The LLP intends to appoint John and Kate, दोनों non-residents है बेटा, as DPs. Can they do so? No. Designated partners and consults the same with the CS. You as CS, assume you're a CS of the LLP, but temporary purpose for 2-3 seconds, 2-3 minutes, feel like CS, qualified CS. You as CS advise LLP on this appointment. John, Kate as the only DPs. Can they do so? Big no. Which no? Because there must minimum of the 2 DPs. One among them should be resident of India. Here John, Kate both are non-residents, so they can't. Not in consonance with the provisions of the LLP Act. Not as per the. Why they will use this much posh English? I think answer written by madam, not sir. Sir will use ordinary English beta. Utna posh English they will not use. Which madam? ऐसी बुक है ना बेटा. मैं क्या करते काले कलर लगाते बेटा. हमको क्या करते? कलर लगाते. काले कलर लगा के एंटर मारते, नीचे आता काले. एक तेरा बड़ा पैराग्राफ रहता है मैडम, उसको एंटर मारते नीचे आता. सर जी, आर यू बिलोंग्स टू दिस क्लास ओनली? यू श्रीलंका पीपल? You from India only? Part of this class only? My dear brothers, मुझे देखने बेटा मेरे क्लास के बाद. Pratik, Mr. Pratik, an individual has started LLP along with Brown anta. Hey, Nana, listen. Ray, Rehan, come and sit here. Jaldi. So Pratik is there, beta. He has started the LLP along with Brown Limited. Which limited, beta? And Picture Limited. Which limited? How many partners are there? 3 partners. Pratik individual, Brown body corporate, Picture also body corporate. As per provisions of the LLP Act, advise LLP about the who can be designated partners. So Pratik can be the DP. Pratik can be the, and Brown and Picture is beta. One among these two with this to appoint one nominee. A Brown nominee or the Picture nominee along with Pratik can become the DPs. Can become the. Are you able to understand the question, sir? Oh, beta, the beauty of the land auditing is you can understand the question, you can frame the answer in your दिमाग लिखने का नहीं आता बेटा. For example, few subjects will be there like accounts, costing, FM, whatever, income tax, etc. Sometimes you can't get the provision also. How to start also you can't understand. But land auditing is not like that. You know how to start in your mind, but when you want to start, no, कुछ भी नहीं आता. So that's why writing practice. Don't feel that I know the answers. You know, in your mind only. So minimum 2 DPs, one among them should be resident in India. All the partners are body corporate. One or more partners of the individuals are body corporate. At least 2 individuals shall be the partners. In the present case, Pratik and one nominee of the Brown or Picture will become the DPs. Next beta, mostly हो गया. Rectification of name of LLP. क्या बेटा? Measures. ये क्या बेटा? Measures. Vardhaman Steel LLP was incorporated on the 22 1922 on 1123 1123. One of the partner of partnership firm named Measures Vardhaman Steels VARDHMAN VARDHIMAAN. The name of the LLP should not be same, should not be similar, should not be identical with all existing company name, LLP name, trademark. But here, name of the LLP is similar to partnership form. If you see the provision, the name of the LLP should not be undesirable in the opinion of the CG. It should not be same, similar, identical with the LLP name. Should not be similar with the body corporate or the trademark. Which mark, madam? Here, firm is there or not there? Not there. So Vardhaman Steels Private Limited, name is similar to Measures Vardhaman Steels partnership firm, is registered in the Indian Partnership Act on 1/1/2000. If the registered trademark want to make application within how many days he has to make application? 3 years. So when the LLP is formed 22, when partnership is formed 2000, then can he make application? No. Why? Not related to 3 years. Because this guy is not supposed to make application. Who can make application? Trademark owner, who is the individual trademark owner, or the company, or the LLP. Firm is not covered in this section. But generally, what we will write in the exam hall, since names are similar, no, so he is supposed to make make the changes in the name of the LLP. That's what we will write. But unfortunately, we should do scan it for sure. Requested the ROC that the name of the LLP is nearly resembles with the name already registered in the partnership. The name of the LLP should be changed. Who is arguing like that? Partnership. Explain whether Vardhaman Steels LLP has to suppose change its name or not. Not required. Required? Huh? Why? Because firm is not supposed to make application. Who can make application? LLP, body corporate, trademark owner only. Should not be identical with the LLP. Should not be identical with the company or registered trademark. LLP need not change the name if the name is resembles with a partnership, because partnership is not covered in the section 15. Then these provisions are applicable only in case if the name is resembles with the LLP, company and a trademark. It is not applicable to partnership form. So LLP need not change their name. Then LLP was registered under the name XYZ LLP was registered under the LLP Act with a name that was later found to be identical to existing company's name, XYZ OPC Private Limited Company. XYZ OPC. The similarity was not noticed at the time of registration. Explain the provisions of LLP in respect of the when the name of the LLP is identical, formalities for registration of companies after changing the name. That question beta. The name of the LLP should not be similar to LLP name, company name, and trademark. Here XYZ is a company. Done beta. CG may ask you to order your name, so you have to, based on the order of the CG, you have to change your name within how many months? Registered trademark owner can make application within the 3 years from formation of the LLP. If LLP changes its name, it should be filed with ROS within how many days beta? 15 days. We should write everything about that LLP. Clear? Hello. Cessation of partnership interest. Cessation of partnership interest. Priya, Smita, Shilpa, Shefali. Priya, Smita, Shilpa, Shefali. Your friend, huh? Do you know Shilpa? Stranger beta. Oh, Shilpa alage beta. Ye alage. Were partners in Sharma Associates LLP. Shilpa resigned from firm effective on 7th May 24. However, neither Sharma and Associates LLP nor Shilpa forwarded to the ROC. She is deemed to be partner. We would inform the ROC, but until that time she is deemed to be a partner. We discussed yesterday also. Neither of them informed to ROC about her resignation. Is Shilpa still liable for losses incurred by a firm? Yes or no? From the transaction entered after 7th May 24. Another situation. Yes, she is. Resignation will become effective once we are informing to ROC. Resigning is not important. Informing to ROC is required. After resignation, till the date of informing to ROC, is deemed to be a partner. She will be liable for the activities of the LLP. Done. Shilpa will be still liable. Still liable until we inform to ROC. Next, registration of changes in partners. Registration of changes in partners. Then question है बेटा वो वाला. Fine. ये 18 questions are there. 14th question. शिल्प तक हो गया ना. Amit and Priya were partners of XYZ LLP. Who were the partners बेटा? Amit and Priya. A consulting firm. Recently Priya moved to new address. Change in the address. Change in the. So partner has to inform to LLP. LLP has to inform to ROC. So recently moved new address, but forgot to notify the LLP within the required period. 15 days, right? A month later, Amit's cousin Ramesh expressed his interest in joining. So existing partner is changing the address, new partner is joining. If new partner is joining, he has to give his written consent also to LLP. LLP has to give it to ROC. Partner to LLP, LLP to ROC. Partner to LLP within the 15 days. How many days beta? And LLP to ROC 30 days. It should be signed by the DP. So one new partner also joining in the LLP. After few discussions, he was accepted to a new partner. However, क्या बेटा? कहानी, but XYZ LLP did not immediately update it to the register of companies regarding the Priya's change in the address and Ramesh admission as a partner. 2 months after Ramesh joined LLP, filed a notice with the ROC, but about these changes. Advise LLP about the default on part of the LLP, about non-compliance with the respect not informing to ROC, about Priya's address and Ramesh admission. So generally we have to inform to LLP. LLP has to inform to ROC. Here partner is not informed to LLP. LLP is also not informing to ROC. Both are defaulters. है ना? Is asking penalty. So we have to inform within how many days beta? Partner to LLP 15 days. LLP to ROC. So both are not happened. So it must be signed by the DP. In case partner has to give the consent also. So penalty Is not giving the penalty also, beta. So here XYZ is not complying with provisions of the act. Priya is not informing to LLP, and Ramesh also not informing to LLP. LLP also not informing to ROC. The same question he analyzed. That's it. It's better to write the penalty also, if possible. Then questions are easy, but frankly speaking, the thing is people will not revise. That's only problem. Rehan, people should tell sir I'm an exceptional candidate. Explain about the whistleblower. Which blower? In the context of the LLP Act 2008. 3 marks. Anyone in the class? Pallavi. Whistleblowing. Ashutosh. Hmm. His partner or employee should not be demoted, should not be retrenched, should not be suspended, should not be removed, should not be. Penalty for. Oh, okay, he's asking penalties also, beta. 8 question है ना बेटा ये वाला. 3 marks के लिए आया बेटा. Describe the consequence of not making a false statement in written statement or other documents filed under section 37 of the LLP Act, beta. So imprisonment up to 2 years, fine 1 lakh rupees, not exceeding 5 lakhs rupees, not less than 1 lakh maximum. तो ये पेनल्टी रिमेंबर बेटा. he may ask again. Generally he will not ask, but 2 mark के लिए पूछा. Partners transferable interest. If partner is transferring, can a partner transfer his interest to some third party? Yes. Can transfer become the managing person? No, because he is not a DP. We discussed yesterday. A, B, C, D are partners of Alpha LLP and have equal share in the profits and losses of LLP Happy. A has made an agreement to transfer 70% of his share in profits of LLP to X. X is A is selling his share to X. X wanted to access information about the trading transactions of Alpha LLP, claiming that she is entitled to information as she receives the percentage of profits of LLP. The partners refused to grant the access to such information. Can partners restrict the access to that person? Yes, because only DPs will have the access. Then a partner has right to transfer his share. The transfer of the right pursuant to this section does not itself entitle transferee to participate in the management or conducting of the activities. So even we are transferring the share, you will not become DP automatically. Then you can transfer receive the information just like that. No. Then winding up and resolution. Last question I think. Measures Strong Steels LLP firm was incorporated on 1st April 2010 with 10 partners. How many partners, madam? LLP had very good business and made considerable profits during the last years. Recently, due to absolute practices, outdated practices, Measures Strong Steels LLP started making the loss. Recently, they are getting the loss also. Also, Measures Strong Steels LLP did not file its annual returns from 2021. From 3 partners decided that the LLP would be wound up by tribunal. The remaining partners object to it. 3 are saying that LLP will close our firm. Others are saying how can they close? Referring to section 64 of the LLP, can the tribunal pass an order to wind up the LLP? Also state the provisions and penalty for not filing the returns with the ROC. Second question is so also explain the penalty for not filing. From when they are not filing, beta? 2021, 20, 21, 21, 22, 22, 23, 23, 24. When 24 only. How many years are expired? 1, 2, 3, 4. LLP will order for winding up if it is continuously for how many years? If you analyze like this, but it is only 4 years, you will get 5 marks. How many marks? 5 marks. Continuous for how many years? 5 years. Company sector? 3 years. Students will confuse there. So how many years better continuously? 5 consecutive years. Only 4 years are completed. Yes sir, no sir. So tribunal cannot pass the order for winding up. Done. Objection is correct by the remaining 7 partners. And penalty kitna beta 100 rupees per day subject to maximum of the 1 lakh for LLP. DP 100 rupees per day subject to maximum of the with this we have done with the scanner of LLP. So remaining part will see in the next class. Have a great time, enjoy the day, prepare well. SG signing off, take care.